All right, peace, peace, peace. What up, man? Just want to come back. First and foremost, hopefully, Most High House is blessing your day. By His mercies, you are consumed. We're alive in the Most High House body, and two, we're naturally alive, man. Let's go to showing that love and kindness, that brotherly love, man. That Philadelphia, I should say, man. That actual brotherly love too. You know what? And this is a side note, man. I need to talk about this more, man. But that's just but that's just another story for another day, man. Because Philadelphia, of course, means brotherly love, man. But I was talking about this with actually my brother, and because I was with my family watching the game yesterday, man. It's good. Eagles going back to the Super Bowl, man. But it's just like we were just talking about it too, like even this is where our people as well, man. But it's just sad, but especially those that are like natives here at Philly, man. It's just kind of sad, like to see, like the fact that like especially with our people, like it takes like a sports team, you know uh to win to go to a championship or to win a championship for us to be even kind to one another. And now this is all for everybody here, pretty much. It's for like no matter what nation you are or what nationality you are that live in Philly, because this is the Philly people in general. But but we just going into that, man. Like we was talking about that. It's just kind of sad though, man, because now people can be polite to each other and kind to one another, man. That's why I go into how important it is to be like showing that love, like all year round, in season, out of season, man. Whatever, man. Whatever's going on, man. I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure that happens with y'all brothers and sisters wherever y'all at, or things that wherever, especially here in America, I would say. I'm pretty sure where our other brothers and sisters at that are scattered in the four corners of the earth, man. But but since it's in the Western world since pretty much, because this is the continuation of the Roman Empire, this is Edom's kingdom. So but that's neither here nor there, man. But I was just kind of thinking about that, um. But since we talking about that, but that's why it's so important, man, to show that kindness, man, that love. But and actually genuinely care about people, man. Actually genuinely care, man. Like cause shout out to brother Assembly of Firstborn too, man. Cause like he said, man, like how Shah, he actually genuinely cared about people as well. This is not just like I gotta do better reaching out to brothers and sisters as well in this walk, man. Like of course out the walk too, just like but how much more in the Lord, man. Just check on and see how they're doing, man. Cause I spoke to free brothers, man. It's always good to hearing from y'all, man. But this ties me to this, man, because I was reading into the Art of War earlier, man, and it kind of goes into that, man, how relationship building is very key, man, and also too, man, like how like even if you're in a position of power, man, it's still a certain way you treat people, man. It's like still a certain way you like move, man, because actually like that's what anything. I learned this during my time like working with youth, man. Like one, relationship building is always important first, man. Like that's always key first, man. And and actually this goes into it, man. But let's get this too. This is the Art of War by Sun Tzu, and this is page 42. It says, if soldiers are punished, they before they have grown attached to you, they will not prove submissive. And unless submissive, they will practically they'll. I'm reading this from the top again. It says, if soldiers are punished before they are grown attached to you, they will not prove submissive, and unless submissive, they will become practically useless. When the soldiers have become attached to you, punishment and punishments are not enforced, they will still be useless. So what's it saying, man? This is going into something very deep, because this all comes in the word, man. Because let's go to Sirach chapter 4, verse 30, because I had to end there, man. But that's just it is what it is, man. Because that's why even though some most high house shot, like even though Ezekiel says, listen, I'll reign over you with fury, man. But we dealing with a balanced God, man, and that just goes to show you, man, all that stuff, all the stuff like that, wisdom of the world and things, all the philosophers, the whatever you name it, man, the great minds of like in human history, man, they all got it from the Most High house shot, man. It all comes from the word. But sometimes it's on the left hand side version of that, their own wickedness, their wicked way of it. But also too, it's just sometimes it's saying the same thing that the word already said, man. So that's why I kind of wanted to go into the series again, man. Also, it all comes from the word, man. But let's get this too. It says, Let's get this to it. It says Ecclesiastes, also known as Sirach, chapter 4 and verse 30. It says, "Be not frantic, be not as a lion in thy house, nor frantic among thy servants." Man, exactly, man. So that's is what it is, man. So that and also that frantic does not mean panicking among servants. So there's a certain level of cool, mild manneredness that you have to have even in moments of adversity, man. Speaking of Eagles, man. I think the brother of that quarterback for the Eagles, man, Jalen Hurts, he kind of embodies that, even kill, man. He had to stay calm, even under have a sense of royal spirit. Shoot, even enough that sports example, Yahweh Shai, man. How much more, even all the other righteous men in the word too, even Yahweh Shai, even Jonah, even during the midst of the storm, they was just calm, they was level headed. It was it was all right, cool. The Most High got y'all, man. I'm here, so I got y'all, man. No, even when Joshua 1:9 says, "Fear not," man. So that's the thing too when it says frantic among servants. But yeah, listen, man, that's just a certain way, you had to treat them even in position of power or authority, man. Because people then you're not gonna even me working with youth, man. That relationship building you know is the most important first and foremost, man. Because you don't just want to, it's similar to this, man. That's why the gospel is so important, man. Because when there's nothing wrong with teaching the law, things in nature, the instruction, man. But like it says, like Romans says, and the law worketh wrath. So when you come with condemnation, man, it's gonna the people aren't really gonna be hearing like that, man. But when you come with the gospel, like Isaiah 49:5, leading the people back to Most High Yahushua, the gospel, new covenant, the testimony, it's going to bring that level of, it's just going to bring that level of mercy, man. Okay, there's forgiveness for what you're doing. But then, of course, here comes the instructions. Okay, here's this mercy, but still here's the, here's the instructions, man. Here, you have to do this and this and this. So I just want to do that too. And also, too, that even in the latter part, what we just read, listen, but, let's look at this again too. It says, "But if the soldiers have become attached to you, the punishments are not enforced, they will still be useless." Because in a lot of times too, man. That's why the Most High Yahushua does certain things, does bring judgments and things on people, man. Because you can't, because it says, let's look at this Proverbs 29:19. It says, "A servant will not be corrected by words. For though he will understand, he will not answer." So yeah, sometimes people just you have to do certain things, you have to enforce certain things, for certain punishments, certain certain punishments for certain behaviors, for certain things, because certain times just not always having a conversation, talk to somebody isn't always going to work. Sometimes okay, listen, I'm gonna have to enforce consequences now. So but seeing how the word all kind of ties into the word, man. It's all come from the word, man. So it's all Art of War, Sun Tzu, man. I just wanted to go into this because I thought it was very interesting, man. So yeah, man. So yeah, man. That's just is what it is. And even I could agree. I'll stick on this part, man. Because if I'll stick on that part too. Yeah, let's go to Proverbs 27 today, man. Because this goes into this, man. Because the Most High Yahushua, his Yahushua actually cared about people, though, man. More because he did give them off a word a lot of times, he did. But he actually that's what it is. You have to actually care. The brother sent me first one said in the on his class on Friday, man. He said, listen, this is a people business, man. You gotta actually care about people, man. So yeah, man. So it's more sometimes this care about actually what people got going on, man. So yeah, man, and of course, it's a balancing too, because you might have stuff going on, but a lot of times too, I'm gonna learn it too. Sometimes put my stuff while I'm going through a little bit to the side, because one, it could be much more worse than hear other people, man. Bury each other's burdens, man. So let's get this Proverbs 27 real quick. It says, "Be thou diligent," Proverbs 27:23. "Be thou diligent to know the state of thy flocks, and look well on thy herds." Yeah, so it's talking about this pretty much what Yahushua said to Peter, man. That's how Yahushua comes in the volume of the book, man. It says John 21 17 says, "And he said unto him, Simon, son of Jonas, thou lovest thou me?" Peter was grieved, because he said unto him the third time, "Lord, lovest thou me?" And he said unto him, "Lord, thou knowest all things. Thou Thou know I love thee. Your house I said unto him, feed my sheep. So yeah, man, I gotta feed my sheep, man. One, feed them like the right word, man. Feed them this gospel, feed them this word, like that will increase their faith in your house shine the Father. But yeah, man, but also too, man, like genuinely care about people too, man. So that's just what it is. I just read that in the Art of War earlier, man. I thought this was very interesting, man. Like I'll read verse 44 too. It says, because this is all like let's get Psalms 144 real quick, man, because this is how even spiritually, man, like it's more than because a lot of times in the war tactics, like Sun Tzu gets from in here. It's pretty much you can find it in the law. You can probably read it in Joshua, Judges, Mac. You can find it all in here, man. Like that's what he pretty much gets all this stuff from the word, man. But let's grab Psalms 144 and 1. It says Psalm chapter 144 verse 1. Blessed be the Lord my strength, which teaches my hands of war. My hands to war and my fingers to fight. Yeah, man. So like, of course, like physically, but also spiritually, man. Warring against your members, warring against that old man. But even in here, man, like in here, I'm trying to think of where it was at, man. Even in this book, man, right here, because I just started reading again today. Sun Tzu, he even says, listen, man, whenever you're going to have an army or have a army, pretty much, man, so it has to be it has to be spiritually based. It has to be based in a higher power, man. It has to be based in something spiritual, man. That's a fact, man. So I just wanted to, I forgot where it's at, what page it's at, but let's get this. Let's read page 26 and 44. It says, it is the Art of War. It says, if in training soldiers commands are habitually enforced, the army will be well disciplined. If not, its discipline will be bad. So see, it says if in training soldiers commands are habitually enforced, the army will be well disciplined. If not, its discipline will be if not, its discipline will be bad. So see, let's go to 2 Timothy real quick, man. Talking about this, so let's look at this real quick. Where is that? Yeah, where is that? Where is that? Okay, I think it's okay, wait. Where's that? 2 Timothy. Where's that? Okay, wait. All right, hold on, y'all. Yeah, it's 2 Timothy 2 and 3. It says, therefore, endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua HaMashiach. Yeah, so see, but notice how it said, listen, any soldier, man, there has to be commands given. So that's why there's commandments, man. Even this is telling you that. Even with the other nations, even with this, like one of the well-received books of all time, as far as military strategy, as far as war, as far as matters of war, of course, the word is the ultimate, for war, like honestly, spiritually, more importantly, but physically as well, man, actual war, like the Bible gives plenty of good, is really good at that, man. But it's one of the critically acclaimed books of war, even that saying, you need army needs commands, man. That's why it says being a good soldier of Yahushua, the Most High Yahushua, man. That's why they have commandments, man. Because let's look at this again. It says if in training soldiers commands are habitually enforced, the army will be well disciplined. If not, its discipline will be bad. Exactly. So that's everything decently ordered. The commandments, man. That's why they're important, man. Because needs structure, order, and anything, man. Let's get to second Ezra chapter 7 verse 21. For Yahweh have given straight commandment as to such as came, and what they should do to live, and even as they came, what they should do to avoid observe to avoid punishment. So yeah, exactly, man. So He tells us what to do. That's what the beautiful thing is, man. Beautiful thing about it is the Most High House shall tell us what to do and what not to do, man. And like and to give that discipline, man. Like look at that wisdom of Solomon. Well, that's kind of going. That's not going to something different, but that's I don't really want that, man. But yeah, that's just is what it is, man. That's really all. It all comes from the word, man. Like that's why let's get this Corinthians. Then we probably gonna end it off here, man. Most popular sayings, quotes, proverbs, parables, whatever. Like the philosopher, it all comes from the word, man. I remember actually, yeah, I remember Tassie talking about this with with a elder brother of mine, man. He said, listen, man, he said the same thing. Like, listen, you can read the Art of War and say, oh man, that's Darren Judges. Or like, another book, like, read all the great books that people, the 48 Laws of Power, you name them, man. Like, the word always has it, man. So that's why he said, listen, what that's why he says in Isaiah, listen, bring forth your strong reasons, like, to me, man. Let's see if they hold up. But let's get to 1 Corinthians chapter 3:19. It says, for the wisdom of this world is foolishness with Yahweh. For it is written, he taketh the wise into their own craftiness. So yeah, man, so let's go into wisdom of the world. World is like, foolishness, like, to the Most High, man. But not saying this stuff, like, because there's even a lot of stuff. This is not, and let me say this too, man. Just because like we in the Word doesn't mean you can't read other stuff and get something out of it. But like, of course, the Most High Hashem's word is always supreme, and that's why more has to be in you, man. But but actually, that's more of how you, even this yesterday, right? I said this yesterday. I said this yesterday. Well, I was thinking about this yesterday, man, because we talked about this previously, like, on the gifts when I went over the Romans. Gifts are out without repentance, man, because like that's going to like whatever the Most High House gives a certain person with spiritual gifts or gifts, that he's not going to repent from it. That's what's actually in context talking about. But but it's but even if you want to look at an aspect like of people, like, whether they believe or in the Most High in Yahshua or not, like the Most High still grants those people with gifts. But like, because a lot of times people get upset, like, with people get upset, which is understandably so, which I understand, man. Because listen, like I watched yesterday with sports game, but when those athletes things and they think the Most High and in Yahshua, man, but but in actuality, that's not giving praise and esteem to them. But in their mind, which I understand though, but they're doing what Proverbs 3:6 says. They're acknowledging him in all their ways, man. So like, listen, they're thanking him for blessing me with this gift that you gave me that helped my life. Even though it's not giving praise and esteem to them, but they're in their mind, they're acknowledging him in all their ways. So, but that's what I'm saying. Like when you read other stuff, like when I watch movies, listen or watch TV, listen to listen to music, read other books, or this all aspects of life, man. Acknowledge them all your ways, man. That's why. So there's nothing wrong with even going to other stuff, man. Like reading other like books, like secular books, and secular history, secular books. Let me say that too. So there's nothing wrong with that. Because a lot of people like because listen, man, as long as you keep the faith of most in your house, man, like But I would say this too, if you like, especially like if you're building yourself up in the faith and you're not as strong in the faith, I wouldn't say. Well, that's more stuff on the left hand side, like going to the Kemet Babylonian Mystery School system, things on the left hand side, like different occultic books, or just trying to like Ecclesiastes 7:25 said, like Solomon said, listen, to know the evil that's out there, man. Like not that like one, the righteousness of Most High house always trumps that. Should be focused on that, man. But if you're gonna go into other stuff like that, man, your faith has to be strong, man. Like and if you're trying to build yourself up in those things, or because a lot of times too, like trying to prove not trying to prove, let me not say trying to prove, or go into history, like say something to Islam, or Egyptology, or like the of Kemet, the Book of the Dead, or all these other false religions, man. Just make sure, like, yeah, I'll recommend, like, focus on building yourself up in the faith first and foremost. But if you want to go into that stuff, just know the history, like if you ever have a conversation, or just know that's what I recommend too, man. So yeah, man, hopefully it's edifying for your brothers and sisters, man. So peace.